watch any of them, and I don't care.
I'm vengeance.
And hello to this camera, and welcome back.
No, that's whack.
Give me more, man.
And then he goes, fuck.
Where were we even going?
Welcome back, everyone. This is another exciting episode of Comics and Cold Ones.
This is exciting.
Here we are. I'm one of your co-hosts, Glenn. We have Jeremy, Garrett, and Cameron as
Hello.
well.
Hi, everybody.
You didn't even untangle your cord. This is why we passed it to you earlier.
Yeah. I literally passed and goes, here you go, untangle that.
You had that like before the cameras were
Oh, I
even
hate
set
that.
up.
I hate that.
It's just...
What's going on today, guys? We got a lot of news. We were initially going to do a different kind of video today, but
We'll do that later.
scrapped that for another time.
Because there's a lot of shit.
A lot of stuff.
Too much
coming
stuff to
in the last
cover.
2 weeks. Do you want to go down a little bit of our rundown to start with?
Yes, I got this in my brain. I have a cold too, so fuck off. Some DC things get bent. Not a lot. It's
One
mostly
DC
related
thing.
Yeah, James Gunn took over DC, and there's just a couple things poking around with it. And God rest his soul, Kevin Conroy died.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
That
real
one I will. That
Batman.
one I will talk about. R.I.P. to the homie.
The OG Batman, this generation.
He's the
Batman.
real
like
Batman.
every generation's Batman.
Yeah, the voice of Batman. When you hear when you read the comics, it's in his voice.
yeah.
He passed away. Gosh, I think it was cancer. It was a very short-lived one. I saw a video and he looked kind of rough, so good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, there's not a lot anyway. So
Continue
bear
your
Not a lot
rundown.
of DC. What
yeah,
else?
bear
What else
with
we
me.
got?
It's literally like that's the DC thing. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Marvel stuff all over the place. There's Spider-Man, Daredevil, Deadpool, some Agatha stuff. There's a lot. And the reviews for the Guardians Christmas thing started coming out today.
Also, congratulations to Mr. Chris Evans on being named Sexiest Man Alive.
We covered this last week.
I know, but he
No.
deserves two
Did we?
mentions.
Yeah, we did.
We covered
Oh,
this last
I
week.
wore the Knives Out sweater.
Jeremy had it on our thing for this week, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he deserves that attention.
We touched
But yeah,
on-
hold on. There's Spider-Man, Thunderbolts, Agatha, Daredevil stuff,
Secret Wars stuff.
Secret Wars.
Sony and Amazon.
What?
Yeah, that we'll
We
pay.
can mention
That's the thing. That's a Spider-Man thing.
We talked about this when we were like all here before.
Yeah.
You know, when we showed up on time.
Some of us were asleep.
Yeah. Good excuse.
That's not an excuse.
Just so you know, it's 7 o'clock right now. 7 p.m. I don't have a clock in here. It's 7 p.m. They're close to
It
it.
is 7:05 to be
I will-
exact.
7:05.
I was here at 6:45.
That's not true.
For the
No, I
first
don't
time.
think that's true at all.
Fact check.
For the first time at all, I think. There's no piece of actually this is a lie. I was gonna say there's no Fantastic Four stuff, but there
There it
fucking
is, Fantastic
That is not
Four.
true.
It's not pertaining to the new Fantastic Four.
I have
650.
stuff pertaining to the new
What's up?
Fantastic Four.
We can't say it now. I'll be made a liar, a fool. Okay, I'm getting DC out of the way. There's only one thing really. James Gunn posted a picture of Lobo, and I'm pretty sure the same day, if not the next day, Jason Momoa was like told that he made the post, and he freaked out, and he was like, it was the reaction that caused the internet to go up in a big thing. He was just kind of like, what? No, he didn't. Like, show me right now. Like, oh my god. It was kind of like he got nervous because James Gunn posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa really wants to get to play a
Yeah.
second character.
And he
that'd
even
be
said he
Lobo.
was like somebody asked me, he was like, listen, like everybody knows I'm a big comic book fan, and there's one person that I want to play, and you do your research deep enough, you'll find out who it is, and
Yeah.
it's Lobo.
But I think he would murder Lobo.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
he looks
It's
like
gonna
him.
be real shitty though, because if they don't cast him, they're setting themselves up for failure with the fact that everyone wants him and he's
But
already
he's
in the
also-
DCU.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he can't play two roles.
The girl from the Eternals, I can't remember her name.
Which one?
The
There's
main one?
Fuck. I can't,
There's the girl
blah,
that
blah,
plays
Cersei.
Cersei.
Yeah, she's in Captain Marvel and the Eternals.
Yeah.
There's a couple
She's
things
a blue
like that.
alien. And then there's the dude from.
But I mean, he plays a big role in the
yeah,
DCU.
no, yeah, he'll be like the first one that has like two.
Two
Do we
big.
call them like
main,
leading
yeah.
roles?
So, like, they
Hollywood.
could meet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lobo
could, yeah.
also, like, they'll put a lot of prosthetics on him so they can make him look different than
Yeah, but that
Aquaman.
that would be hard to shoot if like it
That
just.
wouldn't be that bad.
I'm
No,
ju-
I
just-
don't know. I have a thing. I don't think he's gonna be in the movies. I think it'll be like
his own
an
TV
animated
show.
thing or fucking something like that.
better
Like,
not be
maybe Jason
animated.
Momoa gets an anime. I don't
Well,
know.
that's the thing. They don't ever have to make Aquaman and Lobo cross paths.
Yeah.
So they could easily just have them do
He
two
also
separate things.
made a retweet or just like kind of got people excited again because Sylvester Stallone said he was coming back as King Shark. And
Yeah.
then somebody tweeted at James Gunn and said you need to make Aquaman and King Shark meet each other, and then
Yeah.
James Gunn retweeted it, so everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Woo!"
Also, something that me and Glenn decided, this is podcast related, that figured may as well mention. This we're gonna crown this as season 2 of the podcast.
Season 2
yeah.
out now.
We'll do every 30 episodes. Is gonna be
That's fair.
is
We
gonna
made-
be a second another season. So welcome to season 2 of the Comics and Cold Ones podcast.
Nothing has
Nothing
changed.
has changed and nothing will change.
Well, we're working on it.
Working
We're
on it.
talking about a little more DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
My thing with the whole Jason Momoa thing, he would kill Lobo. Like, I'm not saying
Oh, yeah.
he wouldn't, but I think that if they end up going in a different direction and they don't fucking cast him, everyone's just gonna be pissed, and I'm scared that they'll like bomb the movie
Well, like-
or TV show.
People are gonna bomb movies.
No,
like,
I know,
for
but
dumb shit. Like,
this
no matter
this
what.
would just give them a reason.
Yeah, I don't, see. It's not confirmed. This is it's
Speculation.
It's the internet doing its thing and whatever, and I think that kind of sets people up for disappointment, which is a discussion we'll get into later about other things and the other universe
Well,
of comic book
Since
shit.
you mentioned Sylvester Stallone about King Shark, John Cena also posted about Peacemaker season 2. He put up like a poster for it.
Oh
on his
yeah, I didn't see
Instagram.
that.
I did not see that, and
I
I,
feel like it's
follow
probably
John
not official.
Cena.
Yeah.
It's probably fan art of some sort.
He does that a lot, but it's always alluding to something in
fair.
the future.
Anyway, pretty sure that's all for DC. Really.
See
Told-
too.
told
I,
you.
I want to talk on Kevin Conroy a little bit more. If we,
Yeah,
if we
that
can.
is-
Fucking happily.
That was.
The day after
Sad.
Black Panther too.
Yeah.
Or the same day of.
Yeah.
It was like God, the universe literally said, "Here's a movie
yeah.
of emotional damage," and then take a day to process, and then the next day, like, by the way, Batman's dead.
And that was sort of a big reason we didn't bring this up last week, because last week's was really focusing on Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
and we didn't want to overshadow it with also Batman.
That was true, yeah, because
Yeah.
it literally
It
happened the
happened-
day we recorded.
Yeah, it happened that Friday.
And but Chadwick Boseman deserved his own episode. And not saying Kevin Conroy doesn't.
Well, I mean,
but
Kevin's getting his now.
Yeah.
he's getting his.
But yeah,
respect.
that was hard. But yeah, he did all the animated stuff. Pretty much any
grew.
animated iteration of Batman.
There's
was
probably
pretty
like
much him.
in the last when did it come out? The 90s, right? So in
Started
the
in
last
the
like 30-ish years, there's been maybe
92
5 other people that
he
voice
started,
Batman.
He started voicing Batman in the animated series in '92.
Yeah.
So 30 years
Yeah.
straight, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
it's the
odd
exact-
movie or like
No,
weird
most
TV
of the
show.
movies.
Yeah, the odd one he didn't voice him.
Yeah.
But all the big things, it was him.
Not to mention all of the Arkham games.
All
those.
that.
That's all
Yeah.
him except for the newest one, the Gotham Knights. I think isn't him.
Yeah.
No,
And-
that's not. And then Arkham Origins wasn't. That was another guy.
Oh, okay.
But,
But yeah, like. I mean, those games alone. You
Yeah,
got
that
you got
series
any
is,
idea how
uh,
much dialogue there is in that he would have to do.
Yeah.
That's
New
unbelievable,
dialogue,
man.
too,
Yeah.
like-
yeah. But yeah, and then
he
like
even voiced Batman in the Static Shock TV show.
Yeah.
And Teen Titans Go. And
like there's been probably 5 other people that voiced
Yeah.
Batman
Yeah.
over the last 30 years.
I was listening to a podcast episode last night.
Was it Lex Luthor's?
No.
Michael whatever his name is. I don't
Michael
know how to say it.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah,
No,
him.
It was the Weekly Planet.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And they were talking about Kevin Conroy too, and they were saying that like back in the day, I forget who else it was. It was some, I think it was like the voice of Nightwing or something like that. But they would do like a cameo style thing.
Before cameo.
Like where they would they would voice as the character and they would do whatever and they would sell it or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
yeah.
And Kevin Conroy said he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to like cheapen the character of Batman.
Yeah.
Because of how like serious he took the role.
Oh, I know exactly what thing you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like some. It was like it was goofy messages. Is what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, it
They
was like
made
a
it like
silly
a joke.
thing.
And yes, and they asked Kevin to do it, and he was like, because they had a whole message.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like Batman fucking. I can't remember what it was. I saw the joke and everything. I did read it.
Yeah.
And he straight up said like, yeah, no, I don't want to.
But it wasn't even like a.
It ruins the.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like as a I'm better than that thing.
Yeah.
It was just like Batman is really special and he's important, and
You
I
don't
don't
wanna-
want to just
Man.
mess around with that.
Did you like the stuff that's coming out about him now? I saw like how he came up with the voice.
Yeah.
So he went into audition, and they were like he said I think it was his first ever voicing role. So he went in to do it, and they were like, "Hey, give me the voice of Batman." And they told him like who Batman is, and he said, "Right there, I channeled like a boy that just lost his parents, that sees like no light to the world and this and that." And then he just spit out like that voice,
yeah.
and he was like I guess it goes so deep. There's a lot of stuff with his father and when he was a kid and stuff.
He initially wanted to do.
The Joker, I think.
He wanted to be Gordon or like a different
Commissioner
cop
Gordon?
because he thought they had. Like,
Gordon was one of the ones he wanted to be.
yeah, or it was like a different cop. I don't remember
Color
who,
lines.
but it was
Harvey.
because he said he felt like they had more like depth to them
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they had like more nuance and things. But they like the people already wanted him for Batman. And they were like, "Can you like let us give you Batman?"
But, like,
Love where your heart's at.
Yeah.
Please be
So-
Batman.
the thing is, he's the Batman every other Batman gets paired to. Live action, comics, video games, like even other anime, they're put up against him.
Yeah.
And
What-
he was an animated Batman.
He's,
the milestone for it.
He's gay too,
Yeah.
and he went in to do an audition for something. I can't remember what it was. Probably just another voice thing. And the guy like left him a voicemail, laughing at him, said, "You will never ever get work." People like, oh man, and then became Batman.
Yeah.
I'm so glad too that he was so known for being animated Batman, but even in the Arrowverse, we were saying before, he got to play live action Batman.
Yeah, the older one
It
that
was
you were
only for
saying.
one episode, but he got to do it once to say I've been both.
Yeah.
It's like everybody will argue. You know, you got Robert Pattinson now. You got your Ben Affleck. You got your
Christian
Christian
Bale.
Bale.
Christian Bale.
All that. And but like nobody comes close with him.
No.
Well, he's done so much for so long.
He's done. Yeah. Like
He's done every version of Batman
He's-
you can imagine.
He's also done
Yeah.
every good like Batman story there is.
Yeah.
Like he's done pretty much them all.
He's done most.
yeah.
Like when you think of nobody's ever gonna come close to how many that he's done.
No, no, not at all. But I was just trying to.
And you never like. I don't know. I've never had anyone complain about like, I don't really like the Kevin Conroy Batman. You know,
No.
it'll be like, oh, the Ben Affleck is like, he could have been better. You know.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, he's whatever, like
That-
there's picks on everything. I've never heard anything about
and
Kevin
you know what?
Conroy that
Like-
someone's like,
It's not just him as Batman. Like he does a good Bruce too. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because when you hear him, his actual talk, he's so
different.
light. Like
Yeah.
there's light in his voice.
Yeah.
And then he does the Bruce and Batman differently, and you can. I don't know. It's just so good.
yeah, sucks.
It's
man.
so good.
sucks.
But like, there's. He did it an episode on the guy that plays Lex Luthor, whatever his name is, Michael, whatever.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
That episode goes hard.
Yeah,
He talks about like a lot of trauma.
yeah.
There's a lot of shit surrounding his life, and it makes sense how he got to the Batman voice. Honestly,
There was
really,
Knew how to find it.
yeah.
Out of all the popular Batman movies, there's only one of them that he didn't voice Batman.
This was the one I was thinking of.
yeah.
What
Was
is
that
it?
right?
But, yeah, Under the Red
Fuck
Hood was
yes.
the only time, and the remake Death in the Family was the only time he didn't voice Batman for a popular story.
Damn.
Yes. I
And
love
Bruce
being
Greenwood voiced
Oh,
him
Mask of the
instead.
Phantasm. You ever watch that?
Yeah,
Bro.
What's your I got a good closer for this
that's
one.
one of the best.
What's your
That was such a
favorite
good old
favorite
movie.
version like of any story that he's done? Like
What do you mean?
Like my favorite is when he did the Killing Joke.
I think the work they did with the
I don't know.
newest,
Just-
I'm putting you on the
newest
spot.
DC animated universe with the Batman and Damian Wayne story.
You know what one I really like? This isn't a whole story, it's an episode, but from the Justice League show,
Yeah,
where there's, what are they called? The Royal, what are they called? The
Royal
Royal Flush
Flush
Gang. There's a girl and she's like a telekinetic, and she's so powerful it literally kills her.
Oh yes.
And he sits in
yes.
on a swing
oh my
and
God,
like
on the swing.
puts his hand out and he's like, oh, fuck.
There's so many good
That-
episodes.
Yes, man. Yes.
And there's the
He just
like
sits with her, man.
that shit.
I like the episode too. Since we're talking about the animated Justice League show, when they're talking about revealing like how their identities have been revealed, and
That is the stupidest idea I ever heard. That one? Or do you mean when he fucking pulls everybody
no, where
out?
he goes,
He goes, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Wally West,
Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
And there's so many things when he sings.
Yeah,
It's like to bring, like, they turn Wonder Woman into a pig. And I'm pretty sure it's DC Cersei. She's the one that does it. And she's like, she gets him to sing, basically.
Yeah.
So he turns his back, so her and Zatanna sit there and watch. And it's fucking magical. Like, the
Yeah.
man got pipes on him. It's disgusting. But seeing Batman sing, the song is called Am I Blue? But seeing him sing that is so fucking good. Ah,
and the scene he does with Soup.
He's the one that does the coffee, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say there.
Coffee.
The scene he does where he's trying to be
he does
good
that
cop.
voice too.
Wait, he doesn't do his Batman voice. He's coffee,
Coffee.
donuts.
It's chocolate.
What the hell's wrong with him?
It's so good.
Oh God, man. Or even just the when the Justice League find out that he's got a plan against all of them to take out all of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fuck, man. He's like, yeah.
He's done all the some of the
Best.
most of the best Batman
even
moments.
even
are
their
from him.
even the Flashpoint when
Yeah.
they show it's him and you see him emotional when the Flash gives a note from his dad.
Yeah.
And you hear him just getting like actually emotional about
There's
it. It's an unreal moment.
Yeah.
I wonder if Watch Mojo was gonna do the top 10 like Kevin
Probably.
Conroy Batman moments.
I
yeah.
would say
now
so.
that
If they don't, that could be another idea for us.
it'll be us. We'll race them.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
We're Watch Mojo.
Us.
Welcome to Watch Comic and Cold Ones, and this is top 10 moments.
Watch Cold Ones.
Excuse me. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Endless moments of.
R.I.P. to the legend. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, pour one out for the homie.
No, like also just all the Arkham stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like that's
I can't believe he did like all that work for the games. Like that's so much work.
so much
Oh,
dialogue, man. That you
Man,
had to
how
do.
much time do you think he spent in a voiceover booth in his career?
Most
Probably
of
like
it, like
his 30-year career. He probably spent 3 actual physical years in a booth.
Well, he
Oh,
only
man,
made
I'd say more
a
than
couple
that.
movies where he was actually in the movie.
You do.
Like a couple things. There's not
Yeah.
much that's not.
It probably
Batman.
takes like a good amount of a year, like to do a game.
Well, you're only doing the voice.
Yeah,
so,
but think of how many times you have to do it over.
all of the voices, you got to get the nuance of each different
Oh, yeah,
setting
no,
that
no.
you're in and all that, and you're different paths that you can go down to
Yeah, if it's like a choice game.
yeah,
And also with the
did he do the Telltale games? I don't think
No.
so.
I'm pretty sure he did. He definitely didn't, but I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. The same guy that voiced that Batman is the same one that did the one in Arkham Origins.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but Roger Craig Smith is his name, but I don't know.
all right, we ready to wrap on Kevin?
Yeah.
God bless your fucking soul.
R.I.P. to the legend, man. Fucking
'Kay.
Jesus.
Now, Marvel.
Now on to
So
the big stuff.
much shit going on. I scroll the internet daily, and it's hard to figure out what's a lie and what's not.
There is so much, like, you'll see two reports that are just a little bit off of each other, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, what's right?
Yeah,
Probably neither.
Are we starting with the big?
I say we start big, and then we can spread off
We
from
can
big.
branch out similar to that of the multiverse.
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay, the big thing is that Kevin Feige has either already contacted or is in talks with every franchise that has ever happened from Marvel. So like 2005 Fantastic Four. I fucking doubt they'll use the 2014 one or whatever
The
year it
Fan
was.
Four stick,
Yeah, that
probably
one.
not.
But like just
Ooh,
like
I didn't think of that though.
stuff like that, like he's trying to reach out to every different thing because
I
he
bet
wants
what I would
pause
Okay.
because I'm gonna just he wants to make Secret Wars bigger than Endgame, and I think it's kind of foolish that he's competing with himself.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yeah.
fuck a lot of things, I think.
see. I kind of agree and disagree. I'm somewhere in between. This is also, if the is this not a bigger storyline than the Infinity Saga in the comics?
Secret Wars?
Yeah.
No, it is.
So, and that's a big splash. Like,
Yeah, but there's a difference between however long these comics run and like a 2 to 3 hour movie.
Yeah.
And the other thing, here's the thing that I think, the one thing that sets them up for disaster, is that if they bring everybody back, like say you fucking bring, what's Mr. Fantastic from 2005, Ian something, starts with a G.
I don't know his name.
Anyway, say you bring him back and he fucking knocks it out of the park, everyone's gonna be like,
Bring him back.
Oh my God, I want him as
Fantastic
the new.
Four 3.
Yeah, I want
you
him
know?
as the new Reed Richards, and like the same thing they did with Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah.
Andrew and Toby came back and were like, after seeing this movie, I need Spider-Man 4,
Yeah.
and I need the Amazing Spider-Man 3, and it kind of like
What if you just
Are they
have?
gonna go
kicked him in the
back-
ass because now people are like, Tom Holland's fucking whatever, Andrew Garfield outshined him, and
Yeah.
Are they gonna go back even farther? Because like there was a '94 Fantastic
No.
Four movie.
no,
There was
I mean,
old
they could
Captain
maybe.
America.
They could.
Will we see Lou Ferrigno?
No.
you fucking could
You know
though.
what?
That's-
If you're
that's like
bringing
he could
if
do
you're
it,
bringing
yeah.
them back, I want Lou Ferrigno doing something in the movie.
No,
Yeah.
So
He doesn't have to be the Hulk.
No,
Just put
it'll
him
be
in the movie.
I think if they bring them in, it'll be like a cameo type
but
thing.
stuff like
I
that, like
have
how
a-
many people? You can't give all those people a good amount of screen time.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
And I think like this is. I mean, Kevin Feige. If anybody knows what they're doing, it's Kevin Feige. But at the same time, man, I don't think you can do Endgame 2.
See,
You know, you can't just every big thing just can't be bigger.
No,
you
but-
gotta do better in a different way.
And Endgame wasn't even like fan service so much. There was a
Yeah.
bit like
Oh,
Captain
there was-
America holding, Captain America holding the hammer, fucking different things like that.
that was also set up in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it
I
was a-
didn't see it coming. That was the first
I
thing.
knew it was happening.
you knew-
And I said this
knew
the
it
other
was
day. I
happening.
don't remember who it was, but I said this the other day. I think like Endgame was the last movie I saw, and then the internet started spoiling everything.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Because Endgame. No, I mean like
Oh, at this point.
I didn't know anything like Infinity War, Endgame. I didn't know these things.
Yeah.
And then after Endgame, it was like
yeah, like
everything was out on the
you
internet.
can't go on the internet without getting something spoiled.
Yeah,
now.
and
but
fuck, like
if
I
they-
remember the moment that he got that hammer. Like I literally jumped out of the seat.
Yeah.
No, you actually. This is exactly what Jeremy did.
No, I rose, brother.
No, you didn't. I was sitting behind
But anyway, like when they did the Spider-Man thing, like Garfield came on, I was just like, yes, like I knew it was happening,
Yeah.
but it was like, fuck, like I was still stoked on it, but it was
Um,
like I knew this was coming.
So I have a thought, because which one of you mentioned the Fan Four Stick? You,
Me.
eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter who mentioned it. What if they don't bring back the entire cast of the Fan Four Stick? What if they just bring back
One or
2? I would say bring back 2 of them.
you can't bring back Michael B. Jordan.
What
Or
if
you
they-
Well,
can,
yeah,
because,
absolutely
come
you can.
on.
That's what was my. You can bring back Michael B. Jordan. You can bring back Miles Teller.
What if they bring back?
I say just bring their Ben Grimm.
What if they do one of
That's-
like each?
no.
What if they do a Fantastic Four, but it's made up of 4 different members from the different Fantastic Four teams?
So you bring like Chris Evans, Human Torch.
Yeah,
Uh,
you get-
Miles
you get
Teller,
Miles
Reed
Teller,
Richards.
and then you get like the '94 or whatever, whenever that
Yeah.
one was.
I don't even know if they're still.
And then bring
Yeah, they might not be
Yeah.
alive.
I think
and
they
then
were
bring
old
and
doing
then bring
the
back Jim from The Office.
Yeah,
Oh, he's dead.
but here, like, yeah. So my thing with this is, if they go with the run of this and they make just another Endgame where it's, oh, look at all these characters that we have and they're all gonna go fight right now. What is the next one? What's the next?
That's what I mean, and you
But
can't go any
that's-
bigger.
You're gonna keep going bigger and bigger. No, you got to do it differently.
Now,
you gotta.
I have sort of a way they could do it. I might have brought this up before. I don't know if it was on the podcast or just you guys, but it's comparing it to DC for their TV shows. The CW a few years ago, they brought everything back, and they had just a 5-second glimpse of old shows from the 90s, Adam West, Batman, everything, just showing everything's all there in one world, and then erased it.
Yeah.
So they could do almost the same thing for Secret Wars.
I would
If they're
hate
trying to
that.
if they're trying just to show how big the multiverse is, show a clip from here, a clip from here, a new clip maybe of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
I would rather them have like,
But
if we're having like incursions or something like
Yeah.
that, and then we have, we get like little
And that's,
glimpses
like-
into big fights
Yeah.
between the different, like this Fantastic Four is fighting this Fantastic Four, and we do things like that, and we don't necessarily get this whole everybody's on the same side going
Yeah.
at the big bad here.
That's my thought. That's
If
what I
we
was
can
going
do
to
that,
say.
that'd be a
And
lot
that's
better.
sort of where I'm aiming for like this of like you show them going to one of the worlds for the incursion and it's the Fantastic Four from 2004 or the X-Men's world or Deadpool and that's how Deadpool
What-
tags
I-
along for his own movie.
I would like if they actually fought like the MCU version of themselves. Like,
So you want
No,
like
I don't-
2005? Well,
I don't want
Is
that.
Fantastic Four out before or after the Avengers movies? Before, right?
Way
Because
before.
they're the first one of
they're
Phase 6.
second now.
Oh,
Deadpool's
I
first.
thought you were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about the old one.
Yeah.
So you mean like them fight the MCU Fantastic Four?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have to be every team, but like, for example, I'll just use this as an example. I would love to see
Ben Affleck's
fucking
Daredevil?
Ben Affleck's Daredevil and fucking Charlie
Charlie
Cox's Daredevil go at it for
Oh,
like 2
man.
minutes, just a little fight scene.
Yeah, but
Charlie Cox would get his ass whacked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, and
think.
it doesn't have to like not
yeah,
a
Ben Affleck he's super.
He's out for
super
blood.
good in
Yeah, he would
in
fuck
those
him up.
Daredevil ones.
and it again. Secret Wars is everything. It's just not the good guys coming. It's the bad guys coming too.
Yeah.
Like
But like it would
And
be
they-
like a cool thing, like Cam mentioned, for the incursions. If that's how they do onto that, you just see their world. They're doing something.
I don't know.
I
I
would-
kind of like. I'm pretty sure. Fuck, if you look at when the announcement was made, the stoke factor we have, where it's like, oh my god, they can bring everything now.
Yeah,
But then hearing him, he's like, it was. I think it was the bigger than Endgame thing that got me, because it's like he literally just wants to make the movie bigger than Endgame.
Then
like,
I
make it
really
thick.
yeah.
hope they connect Kang Dynasty
They absolutely will.
and Secret Wars
What-
and
it's
make them the
absolutely
sort
gonna
of
be.
a one in part 1 and 2.
It's,
like they
they're
did in
definitely
Infinity War.
gonna be.
I don't
Because
want
if they
I don't
make
want
those-
necessarily a part 1 and part 2.
But like an Infinity War and Endgame thing,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like the same thing.
Because
That's-
if they
that was
make
a part.
those
That was
two di-
Infinity War and Endgame is a part 1. And
it's
Oh,
part one,
absolutely.
part two. But if they try to make these two different stories, they're
No.
messing up.
What
Because
if-
Well,
there's
I
too
Nothing's
much.
getting solved in the first one.
Because
I
the
got-
Kang
I mean,
Dynasty
there's-
is its own comic run too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
That's its
two-
own thing.
They're
I
two
got an
completely
idea.
different stories.
I'm gonna run this by you. I've had this idea. What if in Kang Dynasty we get introduced to some of these other worlds, other teams, and Kang goes and conquers that universe, and he sends them to Battle World instead of destroying the universe, and that's how they're all there for Secret Wars.
There's
I thought Secret
actually
Wars was.
No, Kang Dynasty's first.
Oh.
there's. I think there's some traction to that. Just
That-
You think that's a
there was a thing with
Battle World is the
Like
most
that-
popular.
Yeah, I could see them
Story
doing that.
for
like
Secret
you
Wars
could
because of
literally
Spider-Man.
have Deadpool's movie, which comes
Yeah.
out before this, and he comes there at the end of the movie.
Did you see the thing? Or are you
No,
making this up?
this
Okay.
is off me. like,
Okay, then I'm going to spitball something
Uh,
back to you.
And then he comes in and Kang conquers the universe, the Foxverse, and then they go, but Deadpool uses the
The thing.
jumper and he ends up
Cable
jumping
time
to the
shit.
MCU, and he is the one that warns everyone that Kang is coming.
So, one of the rumors that were floating the internet is that Owen Wilson will be Mobius
Yeah.
in Deadpool 3. So, there's a thing that he's in that movie because Kang conquers one of the X-Men universe, wherever this fucking movie's going to take
Yeah.
place. Like, he already is that, and Deadpool and Wolverine are the ones that, like, there's, I guess, they'll be like the last
remaining.
men standing,
Yeah.
which would make sense because Deadpool and Wolverine. But anyway, and that's how they also get to the MCU.
Well,
you see, like, all
well, Loki could like.
Set up some things.
Well, I mean, Loki could like technically be in the Fox universe right now
right, he could be.
because the TVA it's out of time and but they monitor different branches of reality. But if
And then
there's
the one that
another
he's
one,
in-
the one that he's in is not the one that he was in.
No,
No.
this
which
one, like,
was the one that was watching the
they
MCU.
worship Kang in this one. Like,
Yeah.
he runs the TVA.
So he could be in.
That's what I
he
mean.
could already be in
Yeah.
the Deadpool
He could be,
verse.
yeah. And that's why Owen Wilson would be in Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
And that brings them to the MCU, and, like, the things connect there.
I think that's a fair, like, traction-wise.
It is, yeah. It's just...
It definitely has a good basis behind it.
The only thing I worry about is that if Feige takes Secret Wars and he's like, okay, I'm gonna put Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, fucking this, and this, and then that just overshadows everything. It's no longer.
Yeah.
I mean, Secret Wars isn't much of a
I don't want it to be a cameo fest.
Yeah, I was-
I do want cameos, but I don't want it to be just cameos.
Yeah. I think the big thing that I thought of was that if you put so many things in, people are gonna they're not gonna be seeing Secret Wars now. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I want this back now. Like,
Yeah.
I want Ben Affleck as Daredevil,
Yeah.
or I want
And then-
Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider, or
Like Nicolas
fucking.
Cage as Ghost Rider is going to be a perfect example of once you do that, it ruins whoever is going to be your actual Ghost Rider from the
Yeah.
MCU.
Yeah, it's just like
Because
I
they're
don't
like,
No
think-
well, I think that is pretty valid because I think whoever's going to be our next Reed Richards is going to get some shit.
yeah, he's
There you
going
go.
to get
Because
shit on.
whatever, like, good or not, it's going to be like,
Okay,
yeah, but John
yeah.
Krasinski would have been better.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
a great one to bring back would be Affleck as Daredevil because everyone already loves Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Yeah, and
It's a safe
and
pick.
I
That
don't
would
think
be a
anybody
safe one.
has ever said, "Give me another Ben
Yeah.
Affleck Daredevil."
So like
movie.
that'd be a cool guy to bring.
Jeremy
back.
said it a couple
if you
times.
bring back old Fantastic Four, I think he might be a little bit safe if we already have a good established Fantastic Four from that movie.
I think if we bring back Fan Four stick, I think will be fine.
Yeah.
I don't. The old Fantastic Four, they were good. I
Yeah.
like the old
They were
Fantastic
great.
Four.
fucking. Jessica Alba was the only one I was iffy on.
Yeah, she's. I,
you
don't
know
think
what?
she'd come back.
I would love if they bring back Chris Evans as Mr. Fantastic and
I
something just gives
think-
the look of
I think they
you're not
should.
supposed to be here.
I think they really should.
What if? Okay, I got another one for you. This
And
is
I
really
hope
funny.
Any double ups they should bring back. I think.
What if he comes back? Yeah, because they're already under the umbrella.
Yeah.
What if he comes back as the Human Torch, and then he ends up fighting a version of Captain America that's himself from a different universe?
Like another Chris Evans.
Yeah.
If you.
I don't want to see another.
Evil!
He's already fought himself as Captain America.
Yeah, but
already
this
did
time
that.
he's not Captain America.
How many times does he have to fight
I would
himself?
rather see like the.
I would rather
not
see
him.
I'd rather see him fight Michael B. Jordan.
No, I would prefer to see like Chris Evans walk out. He's not in the suit or anything. He's just like civilian clothes, and everyone's looking. It's like, oh my god, like Steve.
Cap.
With,
Flame on.
But I mean, like
Yeah.
Johnny Storm and the Fantastic Four had brown hair.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they call him blonde in the movie. But anyway, that's nitpicking things.
It's lucky about like 2001. Cut them some slack.
2005, bro. Show some respect.
It was a buzz cut he had though. So.
Anyway, I'd rather that. Everyone's like, oh my god, Steve Rogers, and then the fucking man just goes.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be cool. Like shit like that. I don't know.
What if they just bring back the glow?
We'll see in 2026. But
Deadpool really wanted to do that for their movie, so that'd be unreal if they
Yeah.
actually can.
Yeah.
Because they
It'll
want to do
be-
that in the end credits.
it would be so funny if like Deadpool's the first like big thing leading to Secret Wars.
He absolutely will be.
He probably
could-
will.
I
be.
would
It's
say,
the
like,
easiest way into it.
Yeah. And he's the first one in Phase 6 now, right?
Yeah.
And
got
he's the easiest way to be like, yeah, we're doing
This is how it's happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's happening.
And
and
really,
he can,
like,
and he
yeah.
can talk to the audience
he can
too, which
literally
is
say,
a
like,
major
okay,
help.
yeah,
like-
that's what I mean.
Fuck. Yeah. The post credits for Deadpool 3 would be
And
like, okay, a wrap up. Like now this universe is
Now this universe,
Now I'm in here. We're
Yeah.
no longer, you know.
Fox universe, gone. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
anyway.
Hugh Jackman dead again.
Dead twice.
Yeah, he's probably anyway. I don't know.
We gotta send him back so we can go die in Logan.
Yeah.
Contractual obligations.
I don't. It's not that I don't have faith for it. It's that I'm.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And
It's just that if they fuck the movie but by just flooding cameos, then it's gonna be a
There's
buzzkill.
a
Yeah.
really right way and a wrong way to do it. Let's just hope they don't do it the wrong way.
Yeah, because there's, yeah, we have, like, we kind of have No Way Home that we can look at with that in regards to like bringing cameos in.
But that was only
That-
two.
It's two cameos, and they did service
No,
the plot.
well,
There was
yeah.
more because you brought
I'm not
in
counting
your-
Daredevil.
Yeah.
well,
No.
the villains.
You
The
brought in your
villains.
villain.
Yeah, but they were the whole story.
yeah, that's
That wasn't like.
But they
I'm-
were fan service
But
cameos
so-
to a fact.
But so we have,
too.
yeah, we have our cameos there that, they lend to the story. They're part of the plot. They're not just there for the cameo.
Yeah.
But even still, people still give it shit, including myself, that are like, this movie isn't as good as you think. It's just the cameos.
And
So I
there's-
stand on the
And there's
opposite.
two
And if-
more perfect people to bring back for Secret Wars.
Yeah, but I mean, if Secret Wars does the same thing where, it's loaded up with cameos, plot driven or not, people are gonna shit on it for, it's just nostalgia, it's just cameos, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Like when the movie comes out, everyone's gonna go, "That's the greatest thing ever." And a second rewatch, you're gonna go, is it? If it's
Yeah.
cameo driven.
I just hope that they can.
I wouldn't be
Pull
shocked
off
if
like
that
a
whole like cast from Spider-Man No Way Home was in Secret Wars. Like,
Andrew said he's not doing it unless Toby does it.
and
Smooth
Toby-
transition.
Thanks, I set him up for it.
Yeah. Andrew did say that.
He did.
There's been a few things with it. There was like
there's a few.
there's a
Andrew
couple
things.
there's a couple things to this. So apparently they are both coming back and they will both fight Kang. I don't know if you want to add that to the thing,
Toby's
but like
dying.
whoosh, gone.
What if,
Easy.
what if
Kang
Sony just
dust.
kills Andrew off? Just he's
But,
like Sony's
Everybody's favorite.
Sony's just like fuck it. We don't want to hear about Spider-Man,
Yeah.
the Amazing Spider-Man 3
Yeah,
anymore.
whatever.
He's dead.
Get him.
So yeah, there's a couple things to this. Apparently they are in it, Andrew and Toby both, and they both fight Kang. Andrew apparently also said that he's not doing Secret Wars unless Toby also does it, but like these two things. This is what you said, where it's like there's 1,000 rumors, but some of them, it's like little things that are
Some of
different.
them
They're
have
both
validity to
coming
them.
back, I'd
Um,
say.
I would say so. And then another thing is that because everyone was like, make the Amazing Spider-Man 3 and it picked up so much traction, blah, blah, blah. Andrew Garfield said, like, he doesn't trust Sony anymore. He doesn't want to work with, like, a big company like that. Everything he does now, he wants
Proceeds
to,
to
be,
work with Disney.
like, artsy things and, like, more things that he's interested in, not, like,
Yeah.
big Spider-Man
Like a
franchise
Tick, Tick,
thing.
Boom.
Yeah, like, stuff like that. And then but he does basically it comes down to he doesn't want to get involved
with Sony.
with a big company like that.
He's
Like
Doesn't
Sony.
get-
probably
he doesn't want to
also-
get back with his ex, basically.
He's probably also thinking Sony's messed everything up they've done right now. I don't want them to screw this up. either.
You know what's gonna be really funny when Morbius is in the fucking Secret Wars.
I'm not talking about more.
It's Morbin
Morbius.
time.
Morbin time.
If Morbius is in it and he doesn't say it's Morbin time,
Wasteful.
Marvel's done.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be him and Vulture show up at the end. Where is Spider-Man?
On the note of Spider-Man, there's two things. I had to remember.
It's out there.
For the Sony thing, Sony and Amazon. This is the one that you missed. Sony and Amazon signed a deal, and now Amazon is going to release Spider-Man shows.
Yeah.
Several of them. This isn't a rumor. This is official. This came out literally
This is a
within
terrible
within
idea.
like the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
They agreed Amazon Prime is gonna do shows for Spider-Man that
And-
takes place in the Sonyverse, and they already greenlit or confirmed the first one is Silk.
I think
Silk
that's-
Spider Society is exactly.
I think
what
that's
it's called.
great. Prime makes really good shows,
And-
and
Fuck
yeah,
they
Sony
do.
has shown time and time again that they can't make anything good.
No. But and the thing too, like the person in charge of the showrunner for The Walking Dead, so they
Yeah.
know how to make decent TV anyway.
Yeah, so Silk is the first one. It's called
I-
Spider Society. I don't know if that fucking means anything to the.
I like Silk.
I don't know shit about her. I'll be honest. I know
I
it's a
don't
spider
know
gal.
much.
But anyway, Amazon is going to make Spider-Man shows.
Yeah. Well,
Amazon makes The Boys.
It's not just Spider-Man. It's Marvel.
Amazon makes
Marvel
Invincible.
properties owned by Sony.
No, it's under the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah,
Like, the
which
thing I
is-
seen was Marvel properties.
Which is
owned by
all
Sony.
Marvel.
Yeah, no,
which
it
is
says, like,
Spider-Man.
it
Yeah.
says Spider-Man Sony Universe.
Okay.
That's literally the thing.
Yeah, Marvel or Prime makes The Boys, one of the best shows that there is out there right now.
Especially when it
Reacher.
comes to superhero related.
Jack
that?
Reacher,
Jack Reacher,
Incredible.
Invincible.
Invincible.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's
I
more,
can't
but
think
I
of
don't
them.
really watch a whole lot of TV.
Jack Ryan.
They make
Jack Ryan, yeah.
Yellowstone too,
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Apparently
Anyway,
that's really
Amazon-
Well, that's Paramount.
Amazon knows
but it's on. No,
TV.
it's on.
It's owned by
Prime.
Paramount.
this
It's
is
on Prime.
Yellowstone and Cold
Good. Lord of the
Ones.
Rings.
Yeah.
Rings of Power.
Yeah.
That was great. Depending on whether or not you're okay with Black
Dragons.
Elves.
Depends on how you feel about Black
I'm
Elves.
perfectly fine with it, but there was a lot of people that
Yeah,
were
there's
quite
people
upset
in the world
about
that
it.
are okay, aren't okay with this.
For some reason, that's a big issue for people.
So anyway, that's the thing.
Do you think?
Pause. I'm on a roll right now. I'm doing so
I
good.
have thoughts on.
I don't give a fuck. No, go.
No, no.
Okay, fine. Tom Holland signed his new contract. Apparently, it's
Yeah, another trilogy.
6
or-
appearance.
Oh, double trilogy. Oh, well.
No,
3 and
yeah.
2
so
is
it's 3
5.
Spider-Man, the 2
Three,
Avengers,
2 Avengers.
And a
yeah,
player to be
then
named later.
and then
Daredevil.
Daredevil or Fantastic Four is what the
Probably fantastic. Four.
is what the
They're not
guess
gonna
is.
waste it on a TV show.
No,
No.
if anything, I think it would be Fantastic Four, but I can't fucking see that.
And they
either.
want him to grow out facial hair.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Because there's going to be another time,
Time jump at the beginning of Spider-Man 4.
See,
Yeah.
that's where I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
The next Spider-Man, they want him to grow out facial hair because
And-
there's going to be another time jump.
Well, I mentioned this to you guys before, and I think I mentioned it last episode.
with
There has to be a time
the
jump
Young
coming
Avengers
soon if
thing.
they want to do Young Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we still
And
got
with-
till.
But just because you have so many younger heroes, especially with Kang around, it's your perfect time to do Young Avengers.
I don't think we need that big of a time jump. though.
Something right quick in regards to time jump. Do you know that we're almost caught up to the blip
Yeah, the blip is in.
in like a few months
It
or something
is-
like that?
Fuck,
yeah.
and the world's population just reached 8 billion.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah,
We
we're
get cut in
like,
It's
half.
coming.
that's so wild, man. It's been almost been 5 years since Infinity War.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of Phase
Ah.
3.
Yeah, that's
It's coming.
crazy.
This is coming.
looking for?
pause
Glenn's looking for a
dramatic
fucking
effect.
prop.
Oh, he's getting the glove.
This was a lot of work for.
Minimal payoff
Fit
here.
my hand in this.
There you go.
That's a
We-
fail.
What was your thought?
That was a fail.
I want to know what it is, and then I'll shut it down.
My. Well, so I have a different thought now that you mentioned the time jump. Well, now that Cam mentioned the time jump.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
First off, my thoughts have been good so far this
I
episode.
didn't say they weren't. I'm just going to shut this one down.
So how far of a time jump do you think we're gonna get? I'm thinking like 2 years.
No, that's whack.
All right, this has been Comics and Cold Ones.
Gotta at least
I'm
be
going out the
2.5.
window. I don't think it's gonna be like a
No,
massive.
I don't think it'd be like a.
I don't think it's gonna be like a massive. We've
Well,
already.
Who's the youngest one right now?
T'Challa.
Yeah,
T'Challa and
T'Challa.
Morgan
Kid
Stark.
T'Challa, right?
We've
Uh,
seven.
he's
Morgan
yeah.
Stark and T'Challa. are
Morgan
roughly
Stark's not
I
gonna
don't
be
think Morgan
anything.
Stark's really gonna be anything.
You got Ironheart now, so you don't need.
I don't know. See, they already cast the old version of her.
Ooh.
The girl from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, but she never appears. She got decast.
She got deleted.
Yeah, her
Who?
scene got
The
deleted.
main girl from 13 Reasons
Oh,
Why. Whatever
yes.
her name
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but if-
Catherine, no, that's not right.
If her scene got deleted, why are they gonna bring her back?
No, I don't. The reason they deleted is because when they showed it in test screenings, people were confused. They were like, I don't understand who
Yeah,
this
who the
is.
fuck is this?
Yeah. But she was cast. Like, there was
Yeah,
intentions
so
there.
there's some.
But anyway, if she comes back, I don't know.
I think we're only gonna get like a year or two time jump.
Because you just mentioned.
I didn't think of that. That's a good point with that. Is that like for a potential time jump, like that they might go for? Because I mean, that was if they're doing that, then they have some sort of intention on showing her again at that
Yeah.
age.
So,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Is what that would
Yeah.
imply. So that'd be like at least 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
That was so.
Unless it's kind of like they. I was gonna say pull from multiverse, but why establish all these
Yeah,
people?
I don't know, man. It's like
if you're
it's
just gonna
like
pull
it's
elsewhere.
like when Darth Vader dies and you see Anakin, you see the young what's his name, Christian
yeah.
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen. You see him and you're like, that's really weird. That's confusing. Oh, it's because they're gonna do the prequels and now he's explain that. So I mean, like that would, yeah, that makes me think it. But then them cutting it is like,
Why would you cut it?
yeah, why would you cut it if that's what you want to do with it? But I don't know.
Because it's confusion.
I don't see any arc for her story, to be honest.
Who's Morgan's?
Yeah.
There's not really.
What about an arc reactor?
Oh, we already have someone gonna be doing that.
Snap.
I mean, if we're gonna do a time jump, if we're doing it like for we're trying to get our youngest person forward there, that would be T'Challa, and we'd probably want him minimum like 15.
Yeah.
I would say to actually be doing shit.
See, but
How old is he now? 6?
7, 6 or
7.
7.
Around there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even 5. He was gone for 6 years, and pregnancy is 9 months.
9 months. What if Kang does things? I don't know.
Yeah,
What if he ages them?
I mean, that could definitely be the whole thing.
The issue is that like you there's a lot of time.
I don't
going
want
on
I don't
right now.
want a massive jump though for the Spider-Man sake of it because I want to see him in university. Like that's some of the best Spider-Man
Maybe
stuff.
they go back.
You probably won't. I feel like they're just trying to show like that he's like older. I also feel
We
like that
might
fucking
jump-
facial hair thing is
Yeah.
like, why is that a rumor?
Yeah.
Because Tom Holland needs much
Well, maybe
notice
they-
to
He can't
grow.
fucking grow
could,
any facial
They
hair.
could jump forward and jump back, but I like
That's true.
everything in my that I think is like them just redoing exactly the same thing with that Infinity War and Endgame. They lose in the first one, time jump to the next one, and then they win.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the way
copy-paste.
that I said, like where they're gonna lose the battle against Kang and get taken to battle.
Battle
World.
World,
Yeah,
What if
we kill the Batman.
What if the Kang Dynasty is a group of many of the Avengers split up, going to different timelines to see different variants of Kang to fight those? So it's like subgroups of Avengers.
Like,
And they go to the different worlds.
Yes.
Of,
Where
like
Kang's
you go to your Fan Forsake, you go to your.
X-Men.
X-Men,
like
and
those things. What do you think of that?
I'd like that.
that's
Like
a
say
cool
it's
idea.
like you take like fucking
But then they
the main ones right now are like would be like Strange, Captain Marvel, fucking
Well, and
My-
Strange,
yeah.
Strange at the end of his movie is gone trying to figure out what's going on with.
yeah.
The
So like
dark,
Clea.
the dark
Realis-
dimension.
yeah. So Strange is probably
a big
oh
factor.
yeah, but it's incursions.
It's
what he's-
it's
Yeah,
So
he's looking into
he's
incursions.
probably gonna lead right to the Avengers stuff.
Yeah.
Like he might
We're-
have an idea
we're-
of what's going on already.
We're probably
and
not
then
even
boom.
going to see him until the next Avengers.
We might get a Doctor Strange 3 somewhere in there.
I bet we don't. I bet
No,
it's
we
probably.
don't before that.
After
What
that.
what
yeah.
if we have no? Because this whole thing is fighting incursions and going to be Doctor Strange 3.
Fair enough.
What if we
I don't
have?
think you'll get it, but I
What
see
if we
you're
have
saying.
that as the middle movie between Secret Wars and Endgame? Or
That's
sorry,
incorrect.
between
Yeah, a lot of movies between Secret Wars and Endgame.
just Doctor Strange all the
No,
time.
that's gonna be the perfectly in the middle of the movie.
Yeah. Between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars is Doctor Strange going separate from the MCU. He's not there for the first big battle, and then he's fighting all these incursions with Clea, and then somehow he gets to Battle World, and that's where we pick up.
I feel like we probably don't see him again until he's
Avengers.
back in the Avengers, and he's like an expert at like, oh, these incursions are happening because of this, and this is how we fix them and whatever.
I see what you're saying, and I
But
think
yeah.
they're gonna do everything off screen, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That does suck, but
Because they're gonna like
Especially if they're establishing Clea.
unless they're just gonna be like post Avengers, it's like here's Doctor Strange 3, here's what he's been.
Or we,
ugh.
or we see him in maybe at the end of Kang Dynasty. He shows up at the end of that, and then we get his movie in between that shows what he's been up to. Like he figured all that shit out. He did it already by the end of Kang Dynasty, but we don't know what it is. So now we're watching this other movie to see what he was up to.
Yeah, because there is something in between there. There's
I can't
But
see it,
again, that is just Infinity War
Well,
and
that's
Endgame because that's
also-
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they did
Yeah,
with
but
Captain Marvel.
A big part
Hers-
of the... You can go first.
Hers was like a prequel though. It didn't really serve us anything. It was just like here's her introduction.
Well, it was like
It was the
it was
beeper.
the end of Infinity War. It was like this is what's gonna
Yeah,
save
no.
us, and then it's
And she wasn't even the one that did it.
no, she didn't do
No.
shit.
She's the one that came in and like
Well, she saved Iron Man.
Yeah,
who
but,
subsequently saved the day.
but like
Trickle down effect.
Doctor Strange's would be like kind of explaining the going on.
Yeah.
Hers was just like here is her introduction. Here's what she
Yeah.
does. Here's how powerful she is.
What if like
See her
he
next
has
in Endgame.
if he's doing all this incursion stuff, he finds out how to win, and this is
That's
why-
what I mean.
Yeah, like,
14 million.
But-
That is Infinity War and
And-
Endgame.
no, but
That's
he's not.
the
He's
thing.
not jumping
Another-
forward in
No,
time.
I
Yeah.
know.
A way to change it up a little bit would be in the comics, like the newest run for Secret Wars.
Oh.
The person who stops most of the incursions is Kang and Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Hate it.
So,
They're bad
what if-
guys.
But they do this, and then at the end of stopping the incursions, Doom betrays Kang, which could happen in the end of
Yep.
Kang Wars.
Kang
They-
Dynasty.
Kang Dynasty.
The Secret Dynasty.
Yeah.
Secret
Like
Secret
they
Dynasty.
can think, oh no, we just bet Kang. Doom comes in. No, I have control now. He
Yeah.
creates his battle world
I can't even get on the topic of Doctor Doom. I'll flip out.
because his battle world is
I really want to see some like I know I'm gonna say this and you guys are gonna say, Thunderbolts. I want to see some villains fighting for the good side. That's like
we have a lot of,
unrelated to Thunderbolts, but like
Yeah.
we're like
I have Thunderbolts tea.
I really
I have
really want to see
Ironheart
like
tea.
some bad guy. I don't know how many that
But-
are really left that could fight.
Could fight who?
Like how many bad guys we have that are still alive at this point.
Pretty sure they're all.
I think
Namor's
the
your
ones
only
that aren't
one.
are on.
Namor's not even a bad guy. There's like
I
Justin
think-
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any redeeming Justin Hammer.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you mean for redemption wise?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah,
Your
because like
Thunderbolts
I
are
remember
really
I remember
your
when Endgame was coming out and a lot of people were speculating like there's the shot of Hawkeye in the sewers and people thought he was on the raft, and I was hoping from that I was hoping maybe we get a breakout on the raft and we get
Yeah.
these villains come because it's
It's a
a
villain in
a
prison.
greater good or
Yeah.
And
a
that's
worse or evil sort of thing that they got to fight.
Thunderbolts. David Harbour said they're going to drop a big thing in their movie.
Big thing.
Big thing.
Like,
He just said it's a big thing.
it's
Like
gonna
it's going to be dropped in the
change
MCU.
Marvel.
Like, and we get to drop it. Which they're at the end of Phase 5.
I think it's
Yes.
the thing that's floating around the internet
What?
about General Ross being the president
So
of the
if-
United
if
States.
no, because that's supposed to
That's
happen
supposed to happen
in
in
the
Captain
movie
America 4.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Like they released a. They said, which is another rumor. Okay, hold on. Harrison Ford is supposed to pop up in
That's not
Captain America 4 and Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And the description they gave is like he gets whatever he is now, like head of Secretary of
Former
Defense.
Secretary-
Secretary of
Yeah, and now
State.
he's the president of the United States and
And Red
will
Hulk.
become Red Hulk.
Red Hulk is also gonna be a main villain of Captain America 4, rumored with
The leader.
the leader.
I
The
don't.
two of them are supposed to be the villains of Captain America.
That's a
4.
lot going on there.
There's a way to do it, but I think it
Yeah.
You know, the New World Order thing could go with him being president. Or the new Captain America's trying to take down the president because he's evil.
Red Hulk's not a villain either.
No,
He's-
I know.
He's
but
a
anti.
he's a Hulk that's thinks he's doing right because he's General Ross is the Hulk.
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
bad shit, gets angry, and flips the fuck out. Same as the Hulk does, but
Well, sort of what Abomination thought he was doing, if you believe what Emil
Yeah.
Blonsky said.
I have issues with the whole thing. I do like the whole president arc, but
I think it's-
Are we
it's
gonna-
that one coming.
I really want to see Red Hulk. Man. Just like
I-
visually want to see him.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's face on
yeah.
it too.
Well,
I don't even think it's gonna be his face. I think it's just gonna be like,
A red thing.
yeah, with
No.
with his
I think the
fucking-
point
It'll
right
be
now,
his
like
face.
with his army cut fade, like
Mark
it-
Ruffalo's face is on the Hulk. I think they're gonna have to put Harrison Ford's,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you can kind of see fucking Tim Roth's face in Abomination.
You can, and
So I
mean,
think
and
it's
She-Hulk
gonna happen.
She-Hulk is very similar as well.
Yeah,
but
him and his
The thought,
cranky
the
looking
thought I
ass.
have on it is Daredevil comes out before this, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, Daredevil comes out before
Yeah.
Thunderbolts because
Yeah.
Thunderbolts ends Phase 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my thought is that if they're doing the whole mayor arc with Kingpin,
President. Oh, mayor.
mayor of New York City,
Oh,
and then we follow that right up with going with the president of the United States,
But
why are all these people getting into political
but
power?
we already have that.
Well,
when
I mean,
we
it makes a
just
lot of
found
sense for.
We already
It
just
makes a lot of
found
sense for
out
Ross.
how corrupt the government is with Valentina being the
Yeah.
director of the CIA.
I think it's a bit of the Winter Soldier stuff where people don't know who people are,
Yeah.
and there's little sprinkles of shit in there, like her being in that, and she fucking did the meeting, and she was like, "Well, I think you should trust what he
Yeah,
says."
and we're getting a lot more like less, superheroes fighting supervillains, and it's more like superheroes
Fighting.
taking on
Politics.
corrupt governments
Yeah.
and things like that.
Which,
Kind
we
of,
got
kind
with-
of dealing with
Like
modern
we
day
got with
issues.
Winter
Yeah.
Soldier, which was great.
yeah.
You know,
And she's supposed to be there's supposed to be something with her setting up a war between like the U.S.
And
government
Wakanda.
versus like Wakanda and Talokan.
yeah.
Which I don't know where the fuck that's gonna fit in because that's a big deal, unless that's what the Thunderbolts is.
Yeah.
I can't.
I-
But Bucky would not lead a war into Wakanda.
No, I know. Like maybe he fucking goes into it and then realizes what's going on, and then he's on Wakanda.
Yeah,
like
I
you know,
mean, we've seen Valentina is pretty damn good at tricking people, like having what's his name pick up the bugged beads already.
Everett Ross.
Yeah, like, she could easily tell Bucky, with all this stuff happening, I'm going to send you guys to help Wakanda, but really they're going there to try to start a war with Wakanda.
Yeah.
And he could go, well, they did so much for me, they don't have T'Challa anymore, I'm there.
Or she gives a bad info to go into Talokan,
Yeah.
and then they go in there, and then they start a ruckus, and then Talokan's got bad beef with Wakanda.
Yeah.
You know, something like
Because that
I don't
would
know if
be
that's
a-
what it's gonna be, but
But-
that's probably the biggest potential is that Thunderbolts really becomes like that.
that,
yeah.
The start of the war.
Yeah, like realistic. It's only gonna be a war for a movie.
But then yeah, like where does that war take place?
Like I don't think it's gonna be a full blown like thing. I think there's gonna be a little like a whole bunch of shit going on,
I think it's gonna be an actual
and
war.
it leads to like this. Like it's not gonna lead to the end of Black Panther again. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Like the Black Panther dying.
No,
Yeah.
like Wakanda forever. Like
Yeah.
like Wakanda versus Talokan again.
No. I think it's
No.
gonna be Wakanda and Talokan versus the world.
Could be.
But
Introduce
it-
Latveria. Well,
but
why
that,
the fuck not?
yeah, that's what I mean. Is like
Bring in
when
the
does
X-Men.
when does that go in?
fight the world with more mutants.
During the that could be the whole story of
The whole,
Thunderbolts.
you think there's gonna be a whole war?
No, that's what I mean. I
That's
don't
what-
think
yeah.
if they put in Thunderbolts, I don't think that's going to be the entire.
That's got to
movie.
be like the
There's going to be like
the
probably
start
like
of it.
we'll say like a fucking little
Or-
20-minute fight between the two of them, and then
or
like,
or the whole time she spends just trying to do it,
yeah,
and then they stop it for however, and they
But as of right now, that sort of makes the most sense of why Bucky would be with them. If they're trying to say, "Hey, we're gonna help Wakanda," and
Yeah.
he owes so much to Wakanda. He probably has a spot. He helped me. I want to help his people because he's not there.
Elaine also gets character development since we're on the note
And
of
Bucky
Thunderbolts.
gets a sassy cat.
And apparently Bucky adopts a cat.
I hate that so much.
That's funny. Who gives a fuck?
what's wrong with him having a cat?
No,
I'm allergic.
The greatest is the description of sassy
Yeah,
cat.
they say like Bucky adopts a sassy cat. That's literally a rumor that's going through. Anyway, Yelena gets character development, which I'm happy about. Maybe,
I assume they're probably all gonna get a bit of character
Yeah.
development.
yeah. I don't know. Some are probably there just as
Someone probably there to die, to be honest.
Ghost. I could see her just getting dropped.
I don't see how
Ghost
you
is their
can
most
develop.
powerful one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
None of the U.S. Guardian might be the only one you can
The
Red
get.
U.S. Guardian.
Red
Red
Guardian.
Guardian. No, he's
Glenn,
not
it's-
U.S. Guardian.
U.S.
Glenn-
agent is dying. If any, or Red Guardian or U.S. agent are,
Glenn,
are
it's
dying.
the Red Guardian.
The Red Guy.
One of them two, U.S. agent or Red Guardian are dying. If it's
Fuck,
U.S.
I
agent,
don't know who I want.
I think
if it's
I want
if
them
it's
to
Red
keep-
Guardian, he's sacrificed himself for Yelena. If it's U.S. agent, he sacrificed himself as like a Captain America moment.
Yeah.
Fuck, they would both be very good.
They
I
are
think
both very good.
I think the Red Guardian would be the better choice
I
because
don't
he's
know.
older. We haven't.
No, it would be. Well,
I hope.
Yeah.
they
there's
fight.
more of a connection there because his
Yeah.
is like a father to a daughter.
And you care
U.S.
about him.
agent is just
and
like
you care
a
about.
moment.
You already have an established.
Yeah,
like,
U.S.
and
agent would
people-
just be like, okay,
yeah.
like I'm going, like I am not the villain everybody thought I
Yeah.
am. What, like that
I
type
have
thing.
a question
Maybe we
for
get
you.
both.
Do we get a small fight between Red Guardian and U.S. agent for him to say, "I fought a Captain America"?
they probably do have like a
Some sort of reference.
little fight thing, and he probably beats.
They
The,
probably all fight.
I think that he probably.
Fuck, that would be hot.
they just all fight.
Yeah.
I think he probably beats the Red Guardian. Probably beats the U.S. agent, and he's celebrating. And then he's like, I've defeated Captain America, and
I
then
defeated my
Bucky's
mortal
introduced,
enemy.
and he says that's not Captain America. Like, that's not Captain America.
Yeah.
We shall see when the Thunderbolts releases in 2024.
4.
5.
4? 5? I don't know.
3.
5.
No.
6.
4.
12.
Uno.
Pause for dramatic effect.
4.
It's 4. It's November 2024.
Bet.
Novi.
I honestly don't know. I'm just saying.
I believe
no.
it's 4.
I have to stop doing things in my
I
notes.
don't know because I can't keep track of the dates because I keep changing them every time I get an understanding of them.
July 26th.
2024.
Yes.
You said November.
I got 2024
You
though.
were still wrong about that.
Anyway,
November.
that's the Thunderbolts. That's Secret Wars.
I have some
I have more things to discuss, so keep going.
Ironheart stuff that I wanted to touch on.
Shoot.
This
is the thing.
Think I know
Apparently,
what you're
it's all but confirmed that Rhodey is going to be in it, and he's going to be
Okay.
like what?
I thought he already was in it.
talking about. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Rhodey's
he's in
Rhodey's
he's-
gonna be
Secret
the new
Invasion.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
an Armor
He's-
Wars.
He's going to be an Ironheart, and he's going to be like kind of her mentor, and it's going to touch on two things. Apparently, the rumors going around. It's going to touch on how they're both Iron Man people,
Yeah.
and the second one is how to be a black superhero.
Iron folk.
Yeah, the Iron Legion. What?
True. Nothing.
Which
But
I'm all
so
for.
I seen
Yeah.
another rumor.
that
and
connects
be-
her to Tony Stark.
I seen another rumor for that, and I want to bring it up because I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's just same time, same place. She's at MIT. Good chance her show's gonna be happening there. We have 3 people from Spider-Man going to MIT next year.
Which we don't give a fuck about.
But we could
Three?
get a
No.
run in
Flash.
of Flash, Ned, or MJ.
I hope we never see
I-
Flash again.
I hope we never see any of them again. I don't care about any of them.
No, I care.
I never cared about any of them.
Ned.
I don't give a fuck
The,
about
the,
Ned.
what's it called? The King of Sex or
Yeah.
whatever? What is that? The President of Sex?
I don't give a
I would
fuck.
roar if just something like a huge fight scene's
Inventor
going
of
on,
sex. That's what it is.
Yeah.
and we just see like Ned's using a sling ring to sneak back on campus off in the background.
But
I-
Ned doesn't even know that he can use a sling ring
No,
anymore.
no. He just
No, he
doesn't know who
does.
Spider-Man is.
So you don't? Do you think he knows about Doctor Strange and the sling
But
ring?
she,
Absolutely. He just doesn't
Has
know
to.
who Spider-Man is.
do they remember that whole thing?
They
I
remember
don't-
everything except for who Spider-Man is.
But
Yeah.
that
They think that whole time they were at that fight,
It was
they
just
just
Spider-Man.
helped Spider-Man.
Yeah. Because Captain America,
Really?
Wong and Strange
That's the
remember
same
what
thing
happened.
Wong and Strange did. Yeah, they were like, oh, we helped Spider-Man. Like, he cracked
Yeah.
open the universe
Oh,
or whatever. and We
yeah.
did
'Cause
that.
they said to
In
America
Multiverse of
Chavez,
Madness.
But they never
Yeah,
said
the
they don't know
Spider-Man
who it
mess.
is. They just know Spider-Man.
Oh.
that's yucky writing.
Then good. They have no reason to be back then because now there's no connection. Fuck them. Ugh.
That I don't want to see them because it's a good closing to that trilogy.
I don't want
It
to.
is. It
I don't
is.
want to see them because there's no need of them.
Yeah,
She-
exactly why.
She does not need to be MJ, and there's no reason for him to be anything.
Ned did say in an interview he doesn't think there should be any
He
more
said,
Spider-Man.
he said there should be no Spider-Man movies. He should fuck off.
So it's sort
He's
of me.
bald.
I think
Go
that's
and
his
fuck
way
him.
of being. They don't want me back
Yeah.
anymore. I don't want none
He's
of
just
them.
mad. Fuck off.
And sour.
It's because
Good.
we're getting hairy.
Yes, better.
So that's
We could also get Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny Storm.
Storm.
Not at
I
MIT,
hope we
but
fucking do. Oh,
like
the Fantastic Four thing. Shit, I didn't save it. Fuck. The thing about Fantastic Four was they're not gonna have any of Fantastic Four's big villains, but the movie takes place in the '60s,
I hate that.
and it does in fact like bring them up to the current. Like there's quantum realm stuff. So
See,
fucking
I thought when you
fuck.
said
I wish I saved that.
Fantastic Four news, you meant something else because we were just talking about this before and we didn't bring it up. The 05 Fantastic Four is also rumored to be in Deadpool.
I said that.
You did say
Did
that?
you?
Okay.
No,
I
you
think so.
didn't.
No.
Oh, my
We were
bad. I
talking
didn't.
about those for incursions, but they're also rumored to show up in Deadpool.
Yeah, there's.
I don't
yeah.
know how I feel about that because that means they exist the whole time in the
but
That,
Foxverse.
or that means they're just pissing around different Fox universes.
Shit better fucking pop off soon, man. I'm
Well,
sick of all
it
these
don't-
rumors of big things happening and nothing
See,
happening.
it does play in to like Deadpool 2 had the rumor of they really wanted to get Chris Evans in.
I have it. I have the rumor. Fantastic Four will take place in the 60s. They will be a team out of time. Neither Kang or Doom is the villain.
Mole
Kang
Man.
will be in the movie, but it's only to connect to the Avengers movies. It's not an origin story. But we
It's
shall
the
see.
Mole Man.
Fucking Mole
If
Man.
we
I'm not
get
going to see it.
The Mole Man. oh
Underminer.
my god.
that will be the first movie I do not see.
If, we do,
It's
if
a
not,
big fan of the.
if not Mole Man, give me Goom, son of Goom.
Yeah.
Give me
First
nothing.
fucking appearance
Oh,
in
man.
the MCU and it's fucking moment.
I think
Oh,
that's the last rumor we got time for. We're running pretty long.
we're running
here.
pretty low there.
we are. So I'm going rapid firing right now. Ready?
Yeah,
you
go
have
quick.
One, you have
Okay.
one
What do
left.
you got?
Spider-Man freshman year might be getting canceled
Whoa!
because the animation department at Marvel is in
Being let
shambles.
go.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
Nice.
shit going on there. So Spider-Man might get canceled.
Spending all the money on CGI.
Daredevil is supposed to get a mature rating,
Nice.
and the name I said before, Jenna Ortega, the girl who plays the new Wednesday Addams,
Oh, she's good.
Might be
She's
White
also in
Tiger.
Yes.
What's she gonna be in?
Daredevil.
In Daredevil.
Oh, really?
Might
As
be
White Tiger.
yeah.
That's not confirmed yet, but that
She's
literally
really
happened.
good in that.
That started popping as literally as we got here. So I don't know how much truth there is to that. Man's going to get a new suit, for sure.
Of course.
They're filming, I think, like before the end of the year, on site in New York. So over the next few months there will be leaks,
And Jeremy will tell us
and
all
I will
about
see
them.
that fucking new Daredevil suit. Whether it's black and red or all red, I don't know. Spider-Man might appear. We don't know. Where else? Agatha.
Eric Andre and Aubrey Plaza are
Got
rumored
cast
to
in
appear.
Agatha.
That's
Eric
big.
Andre's in it?
Look at
Oh
them
yeah.
both.
Possibly just for 1 or 2 episodes for
Yeah.
Eric Andre. Aubrey
Aubrey
Plaza.
Plaza's gonna be big shit in
She's
it.
supposed to be in it for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Eric
See Eric
Andre's-
Andre being like a cameo kind of thing.
So-
like,
Her role, because apparently like some story stuff came out about Agatha today, takes place after WandaVision.
Yep.
She gets out of the what's her name? Agnes?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
back into
gets out
Agatha.
of the hex.
Because Aubrey Plaza is, I think she's a leader of, or she's one of the important ones of the new coven that shows up to Westview and
Yeah.
brings her out of it. And Billy is in it.
Yeah,
He's-
wicked.
Nice.
He's grown. He is either visiting or he is attending a school in Westview. So he's there.
Ooh.
With a possible Hulkling rumor still coming around too.
I
We
don't
don't
see
need the
Hulkling
Hulkling showing up there. There's already enough going
It's
on.
still in the rumors. That's your last one. Up there.
Fuck, not bad.
All right, Country Road, take us home.
Good stuff, gentlemen.
Oh no, you had one left. That's why I said there's your last one. Possible Punisher coming back at the end of 5.
That's not even possible. John Bernthal's trainer posted a picture of the two of them on Instagram, and he said it was something like, "Had fun training with this guy today. Can't wait to see the Punisher again in Phase 5." Man, fucking came out and spoiled it and
Man,
said Phase
dropped it.
5. I don't know if I have the screenshot or what, but yeah, he literally said like in Phase 5.
Wow.
So
So Thunderbolts.
I'd fuck Daredevil.
Could be Thunderbolts.
Wow.
Fuck.
Wrap
Give me
us
the
up.
Thunderbolt.
Wrap us up, and if I find that picture, I'm gonna confirm whether it's Phase
Yeah,
5 or
that's big.
6.
He says 5 and 6. You sent it to the group.
No, I said 5 or 6 because I didn't know which it was.
No, but in the post he says 5 and 6.
Well, Jeremy's looking for that to see if we get that for the end of this episode.
We don't need
If
it.
not, well, we'll just throw it in on the end of the episode, just up as a picture. But this has been another episode of Comics and Cold Ones. Thanks for the few people that stayed around listening to the end. If you're watching us on YouTube, great. You can also hear us on audio, on Spotify, and just about everywhere beside Apple Podcasts.
Because they still don't
And
like it.
They still don't like us. And if you're listening in audio form, check us out with a full video on YouTube. Remember, we're always active on TikTok and Instagram. Give us a like and follow on there. And from the boys, have a couple cold ones this weekend and enjoy.
Bye,
Country
guys.
road, take me home. I didn't find it in time.